Hello. Well, I think sometimes I just want to let you know something that, and not all the posts are, um, well, perfect, and not always, perfectly understandable. And even if you make them perfect, maybe people understand it the wrong way. Um, but when you make many, many posts, well, maybe people can discover you, and that's not bad, if you ask me. Some kind of urgency. Um, Normally, I prefer to take things, slow, and while there is no urgency, I don't see anything urgent. um, but if people ask me, I have always time, even in an office during 20 years. Well, it's always time that I have. I find it. Sometimes I need to squeeze things and yeah, to explain that they need to be done fast and cut some corners. Well, I remember some legal cases where I would simply say I have no time to search it, so maybe it's better you check it out. So, but yeah, urgency. But yeah, if there is some kind of urgency, I need to make a lot of posts. What else can I do? And so yeah, a lot of posts. But yeah, my mind can. I'm a male. I can only focus on one thing at a time. so yeah, I want to do something very serious with United Europeans, but maybe it's a bit too serious. I'm reading books like Dante, Augustinus, a few others. It's very interesting, but yeah, it's different. But this is different thing, and well, I sometimes think, well, um, it's interesting even if a video is very spontaneous, maybe it can learn another person much more about you than, um, well, if I give a speech about philosophy. And so, yeah, I think it's important to, well, to find a person who loves you. I think it's important. And of course, yeah, you can try to seduce somebody, but yeah, that's not my style to seduce. Well, I try, of course, but the main thing in my whole life has been that when it comes to a woman, well, of course, until age 17, I didn't see them, well, on holiday in a club med or something, but nothing, well. Um, and then, so, I did fall in love, and so, but it was no relationship. But yeah, I like to be focused on a person, um, but I perfectly understand, yeah, that, in the end, I'm very sure for a marriage, it's great if you are focused on one person. Um, but yeah, how to come to that point? And my trick has been to make sure you ruin any date with the girl if you're not sure if she would be interested in you. you cannot, well, I don't want to turn her down. So if she's interested in me, yeah, I need to well, I need to be sure that I want her. Because yeah, I experienced it myself, not to be desired. And well, when you're really in love with a person, and well, it's not mutual. There is enough literature in whatever time of history about how terrible it is. And well, I never experienced it that way. Um, I experienced it in a rather uh, very pleasant way. So I always experienced it, yeah, as well, being kind to a person. And so yeah, that is nice too, to be kind to a person. But and then, well, of course, well, to I already explained that to find a way was to fall in love again, and then, well, that happened, and well, she got married too with another, and had a child with another. The child is now probably around 20 years old, and no, 17. And but so yeah, um, and then I remember, well, reading a magazine and seeing a beautiful woman wanted a child, and well, I met her suddenly. She was doing something for a music award or something, and well, I explained to her no problem, but she said she was too busy, and I think 15 years later, she in the magazine said, no, I didn't have children because medically I was not fit to have children. So when she was younger, she announced in the magazine she had no boyfriend at the time, so she wanted a child, but much later, well, it seemed it was impossible to have. And so, but yeah, that can also be a reason to love a woman. If you want a child, well, who cares? um, but yeah, and then yeah, there can be a lot of surprises in life. But yeah, that thing of yeah, two persons, just two, not 15 friends, but just two persons. It's something magical, and I really like it. But yeah, and but yeah, I can count on my 5 fingers the the times I said I like you. Of course, I have met other women too, and um, they have also tried to seduce me in some kind of way. Um, Even very very recently, well, very far distant. So, but yeah, so sometimes they really they know how to, well, whatever. You go sit in a restaurant, the only seat available. I'm sure they plan it. Then they wait until you have finished your food, because they see you are hungry, and then suddenly they start looking all sides of a tourist map of the city, and showing a lot of difficulty to read it, and they are all alone, and they're sitting right next to you. And then, yeah, of course, well, you know me, can I help you? It's not because I want that girl, it's because, yeah, I want to help. And but yeah, and then they start talking, and yeah, they don't understand the city. They are from Colombia, and so okay, I will show the way to the cathedral, no problem, and talk, and then they want your number, and well, they got it, um, or I got their number and I promised I would send a message, which I did, but I will never send anything more than that. If she's really in love, well, show it. But yeah, I told her I was in love with somebody else. And in my diary, I also noticed that how many times I would explain woman, oh, but I'm in love with somebody. And now, yeah, I'm not explaining who it is, but last Monday, my little cousin, he's now, I think, 9 years old, and he saw my mobile phone with the photo, and he said, "Oh, you love her." And so, yeah, he knows that, he knows, yeah, he saw the screen. And so, but yeah, um, to yeah, nobody else knows. And, well, he knows, doesn't know much, just a fairy. And it was in the browser. And so, but yeah, um, I really, well, I feel confident. It's okay to make a video. And I feel, well, mm, well, happy about whatever goes on. Um, and yeah, I'm a bit this morning I had been away of the house. I don't know what time I left. And I was back when there was a lot of traffic already. Before 9 o'clock, I was back home and I had a lot of traffic on the way back. So it was early in the morning. I got up probably at 5. And I think now it's like 9 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, I better take some rest. And it's also time to close off this video. But I like talking, and so yeah. But I have to watch the time because YouTube doesn't allow me to talk for hours. Okay, well, I will respect it.